All right, this is Tariq Rico DaBear back for another segment of Tales from the Afterlife on the Bear Facts Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. When new content comes out, you'll be the first to know, along with my 10-man following group, including myself. I had to throw some emails on there. Don't worry. Go on IG, DaBear Canvas Tattoo Studio. Check out the merch. Everything's for sale. Got 5 passports. I ain't even got one, but put your fences. We digging tunnels. Can't you see we got money up under you? I don't know, like, you know, it's certain bars like that. Catback, snapback. See my cut through the holes. Damn, Zero. Where have you been? I'm joking. I ain't never meet Kanye. But anyway, yeah. So, all right. On this edition of Tales from the Afterlife, you know, you go through some things. You have the lived experience. You been there, done that. You know, yeah. I mean, sometimes if you ain't never been there, you can't go there. But even if you pass there, you can pass through, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's just growth. It's growth over games, you know. Like I said, it's a lot of learning experiences. You know, you in your afterlife, you know, raising your kids, you want to see them do the right things, be the right type of people. You scold them. You ain't too hard to hold you. Go home and sign your kids. That's stop duty. Excuse me. So on today's segment, I'm thinking back to this time where, you know, there was a party. I was with my ex. She was dancing at the time, and she got this job doing a bottle service for a card game. It was a gambling spot. So she got this job doing bottle service. They were debuting a movie, adult flick. That's a different story, but you know what I mean. She wasn't in the movie. She was offered the part. I was offered the part. I declined. Some things you regret, but you know, maybe I had a different career. Like, I'm a therapist now, but you know what I mean. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean. But anyway, so she was doing this bottle service, and they had her come out and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, at this point in time, there was a couple of shady things going on. Like, at that point in time, this is 04. This is probably the fall of 04. No, I don't know. I'm thinking this is the fall of 04. I was living in a graduate hospital section of Philadelphia. I don't know. Some people call it South Philly. Some people call it Southwest Center City. I don't know. I ain't never look at it like ritzy, glitz, and glamour to me. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, I guess I was bourgeois balling. I don't know. I ain't feel like that. I was broke. She was dancing. I was broke. Like, but anyway. So she had this gig, but before we went, like, you know what I mean, there was some things that was going on, like, you know what I mean, some suspect stuff, some gaslighting, so I had to calm my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I had to calm my nerves. Now, back then, this is 2004, fall 2004. At this point in time, I came back from Florida. We had lived in Florida for a year and a half. I wasn't drinking as much as before going down to Florida. Like, I used to get, like, blackout drunk before the age of legal age drinking. But, you know, like I said, you live, you learn. So at this point in time, I was still, you know what I mean, an experienced drinker. You know, I drank responsibly until blacking out. But I don't know. And even then, I blacked out responsibly. I walked around. I made my jokes. So nobody got hurt. Not with the liquor. It was a liquor and reefer combination. But you know what I mean. Like I said, when I came back from Florida, I didn't really drink like that. But anyway, there was some gaslighting going on. So, like, you know what I mean, I was like, you know what I mean, keeping my head on the swivel. Like, you know what I mean, I was extra hyper vigilant. But you know what I mean, it was what it was. So before this John, like, I'm not a jealous dude. So, like, I'm not a jealous dude. And at that time, like, I trusted my chick more than anything. Like, I felt like she was into me. I felt like we broke up years ago, but like at the time, I was thinking like, ain't nobody gonna take this chick from me. That's my life. And I felt like she felt the same way about me. Like, yeah, I mean, like, shed this lock, like my private stay behind the zipper where they're supposed to be. So, you know what I mean? Unless you got special rules in your relationship and allowances. But anyway, so we was before the party and stuff, we was I was at my homie crib, the white boy from up the block, and I had a pint of Bacardi. So I'm getting nice. I'm like less than 5 minutes, guzzle that joint, put it to my lips, gone. Then like I'm like, yeah, I mean, I drank it, I'm good. But meaning like I don't feel nothing. I'm just like, you know what I mean? I drank the joint. It's like, all right, whatever. So then my homie, he pulled out another pint, same joint, Bacardi. I'm like, yeah, bring that on. So I drank that, you know what I mean? Just to get mellow, get nice, enjoy myself, you know what I mean? And that was that. Like, still, I wasn't feeling nothing. But, like, I wasn't really aware of the cocktail, blackout cocktail, but, like, you know what I mean? For whatever reason that night, I was like, you know what I mean? Nah, I ain't gonna burn nothing. So, we at the party, we get there because she was doing the bottle service, so we got there early. So, we got there before a lot of the people came. So, we there, it's me, it's the star of the movie, she's doing bottle service too. It's her boyfriend, it's a couple other people that was playing poker or whatever at the John. And I don't know, like, it was my homie, it was my other homie from further up the block who moved out further in the burbs. So we was chilling, like I took him with me just to be like, all right, I want you to have my back, like, you know what I mean? Like, anything jump off, I don't know these dudes, you don't know these dudes, I got you, you got me, you get me? But, so we was in there, everything was chill, and like every 5 minutes, my homie would go with the chick boyfriend in the back, and I'd be with them where they were smoking at, it was this stairwell that they were smoking at. I think it was a stairwell, don't ask me, like, I don't know, it was in the back, and I don't know, it was dark and seedy, I remember a fucking railing and steps going down, but don't ask me, it was a long time ago, I blacked out. But anyway, so they would go back there every couple minutes and burn one, and I'd be sitting there busting up, but as the night went on, they was like, yo, hit the blunt, like, hit the, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I'm good. But after a while, it was like the peer pressure was like peer pressure, and I'm like, peer pressure. I'm like, yeah, I'm a G, like, you know what I mean? And I got a vacuum lungs. Nigga be like, great, yo, you inhaling the blunt, and you gotta pass it around. It's like 5 minutes. Like, come on, man. I wasn't known for puff pass. It was like, all right, I think I'm hot. Hold up, I'm joking. Anyway, so like, you know what I mean? After a while, they talked me into it. So I hit the blunt, and I was no more good after that. I lost time. I lost track of time. So I don't even know how long we was there. Honestly, I don't even know how long we was there. I know them dudes smoked a couple L's, I think, because I think it wasn't early in the night. But like, I know there was a couple people there gambling, but I know I was no more good. And I know my little homie, he was like, well, his chick called him. So she like, yeah, I'm getting off work, you know what I mean? So he was like, all right, I'm gonna meet you at the crib. And the party's going on, but it's still early in the night. So he leave, and before he leave, I'm like, yo, just chill until I call some other backup, you know what I mean? I don't remember saying this. I remember him leaving, and I remember calling my other homies. I don't even remember him leaving. Like, I don't even remember him walking out the door when, I don't know how long it took my other homies. It was like 4 of my other homies at the time, but I don't remember. I remember hitting them up. They're like, all right, we coming through, like, you know what I mean? And the movie is on. The movie's on a projector screen. I don't see it. I don't see nothing. But, like, you know what I mean? I remember hitting them up, and then I went outside to go meet them at some point. I guess they hit me. I was like, yo, we pulling up now. And I went outside to go meet them, and it was, like, raining. It was drizzling. So, like, I'm outside for a minute, and they not coming. I'm like, man, it's cold, it's drizzling. I'm going back in the jump. And don't ask me, I think I went back in, and then somehow they got in there. And I don't remember how long they were there for. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Like, if you ask me, I could have been standing on the table dancing with my, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. It could have been like a split second. I just remember they showed up, and like I said, I don't know how long they were there for, but I remember like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was in the back. I think we was in the back. I guess they were smoking with the ball. I don't know if I hit the joint a couple times. All I know is I was thinking, I gotta go to the bathroom. Now, like, the funny thing to me, like, it's not a funny story. Kids, I'm telling you, don't be like me. Don't be like me. But I remember thinking, like, I gotta go to the bathroom. But the funny thing is, like, it wasn't until, like, earlier, mid last year, I'm thinking, like, there's a bathroom in there. Why didn't I just... And the real thing is, like, I'm going to get to that and come back. So I'm thinking I got to go to the bathroom. So, like, I got to piss. Like, yeah, I mean, so drunk genius is like, yo, there's a bank outside with the parking lot. I can piss in the parking lot. I don't know. So that was genius drunk thinking. So, like, yeah, I mean, I start to walk toward the steps because there was steps. It was on, like, the second floor. And the steps went down, and then it went out into the street. It wasn't like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was on top of a storefront, so I don't know. But I get to the top of the steps, and my chick's coming from a back room. I don't know what she was doing. I don't care. But like I said, I'm not a jealous dude usually. And I'm not saying I was jealous then. It was just like, I just know I stopped at the top of the steps, hit the weeble wobble. I looked her in the eye with the drunk eyes. Stumbled down the steps. And then, like, I went outside, and somehow I made it to the car. Don't ask me, because I don't remember. I don't know how I got her on the phone, because at the time we were sharing the phone. And I don't know, I guess I had a phone. I had the phone, and maybe I hit my homie that came through after my other homie left. And don't ask me what happened. I don't know. I remember, like I said, it was fall. It was drizzling. I think it was cold. I remember her coming outside in her bottle service. If you're from the Philadelphia area, you know the uniform store. So, but so she came outside in her bottle service, get up, and my homies was with her. And I don't remember what happened. I don't remember nothing. I remember at some time, like, I'm sitting there. I remember at some point in time, I'm sitting there like Rocky, screaming Adrian. Like, I don't know, like, she came out, and like, I'm like, damn, she gorgeous. Like, and I'm like, yo, I love you so much. That drunk shit. And like, I know that, and I don't know if I said it to her when I know there was a conversation, and I know she was like, all right, well, sit in the car, I'm gonna finish the party, and when we done, we out. I'm like, that's a great idea. I gotta go piss. So then I like stumble off and go to the bathroom, and like, I'm drunk. So like, when I'm sober now today, if I go where the party was, it's like there's a bank here with a parking lot, a block here, and then in the alleyway, and then there's another bank. So I walked through the alleyway. I guess I pissed somewhere, and then I was completely out. I don't know what the hell happened after that. I just know, I'm guessing, I can only guess, like, maybe I'm sitting there in the wrong bank parking lot, because, like I said, there was the Citizens, and then I think at the time it was like a First Union, I guess, I don't know, Wachovia, I don't remember. And I think I know we were parked in the Citizens, but I think I was in the Wachovia parking lot, like, where am I? And don't ask me how long I was in that parking lot. All I know is I came to after pissing on myself. But after when I was pissing on myself, it was like I'm walking down a street close to my crib now. The party was probably like 3 miles from my crib. So I'm walking like in the other story where I said we used to chill on the tracks. I'm like maybe a block from there, and like I'm pissing on myself, and I'm just walking. I'm like, where the fuck am I? What the hell am I doing? Excuse my language. That's from the Afterlife. This is the best. So I get to the train tracks, and I'm walking, I'm stumbling, and then I'm getting to the hill where we would hit the block. And it's raining still, like, so then I start to walk up the hill, and I fall, and I stumble down the hill. And I do that like 6 times. And then, like, it stops raining, and I finally get up the hill, hit the block. And then, like, at that point, I'm probably like a mile from my crib. I make it to my crib. My chick car is sitting outside. And I'm like, all right, well, she home. I get in the crib, and she's like, where the hell you been? Me and your homie been looking all over. We took the chick and her boyfriend. Her chick and her boyfriend was down on Broad Street. I don't remember Broad and what, but it was in South Philly. And like, cause that's where we picked her up. I don't know if I was driving or she was driving, but they had took the chick home. She said her and my homie was riding around looking for me. She said she thought she saw me sitting outside the 7-Eleven, not in my neighborhood, but in another neighborhood. And I'm like, don't ask me. I made it here now. So like, yeah, I mean, we had a conversation, I guess, and I don't know. I never knew what, cause I don't like at the time. I think all I know is by the time when I was falling down the hill, it was still dark. By the time I got to my crib, the sun was coming out. Like it stopped raining when I was falling down the hill, and then by the time I got to my crib, the sun. So it was morning time. I think I came in. I think my chick was in bed, clothes, sleep. Like, yeah, I mean, like, where the fuck you been? Like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I was talking shit to the homies because I've been known to have some beer balls, so I don't know. And I don't know if the nigga swung on me. I just remember at one point leaning against the car before I stumbled off to go to the bathroom. But like I said, the funny thing about it to me a year ago, but not funny in life. Kids, don't be like me. Don't be like me. I remember, like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, a year ago, like, why the hell I go outside to go to the bathroom? They had, it's an indoor structure. I'm sure they had, like, 3 bathrooms, at least 2, 1.5 bathrooms, I don't know. But I don't know, don't ask me. I don't think me and my chick ever discussed it. Looking back, I'm thinking, like, my chick might have felt like, oh, like, you're a little soft. Like, you just got jealous and walked off. It wasn't that. I was trying to use the bathroom and got lost.